Things just took a shocking turn. The Dodgers have made a shock announcement tonight after their win against the San Francisco Giants. We get into exactly what that is in this edition of Dodgers Digest. Hey, it's Mike Nelson. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. We want to thank the almost 8,000 who have already subscribed, but make sure to subscribe to the fastest growing Dodger channel. Myself and Brad J. We're bringing you everyday Dodger content. So make sure to hit that subscribe button. But let's get right into it. Of course, the Dodgers have made maybe the biggest announcement since they signed this player. I'm talking about Shohei Ohtani. That's right. Shohei Ohtani will make his pitching debut for the Los Angeles Dodgers tomorrow night at Dodger Stadium against the San Diego Padres. That's right. Ohtani is going to be the starter tomorrow for the Dodgers, and nobody saw this coming. I mean, just a few weeks ago, we were reporting on this channel that it looked like Ohtani was going to be coming back in August, and then sources last week said July. Well, both of those sources were wrong. It's going to be on June 16th, 2025, when Shohei Ohtani makes his Dodgers pitching debut. Shohei Ohtani returns to pitching. Dodgers star back on the mound on Monday in a unique role after elbow surgery. He is going to be the Dodgers opener on Monday night. Of course, Ohtani has only pitched, 45 pitches in a simulated game? So I don't think we're going to see Ohtani throw more than 50 pitches tomorrow. I mean, I'd be shocked if he threw more than 40, 50 pitches, right? So that's about, 3 or 4 innings, depending how it goes tomorrow. But I would expect Ohtani just to give us 3 or 4 innings. I don't think he's going to even go 5 or 6. And, I'm still surprised by this announcement, right? This was, of course, told by Dave Roberts is the one that broke the news. No sources here. Ohtani is returning to the mound. Ohtani's going to pitch on Monday. He's going to pitch his first game since 2023. That's right, since August of 2023 when he was still with the LA Angels. That was the last time Ohtani pitched in Major League Baseball. And, of course, had elbow surgery almost 2 years ago. That's crazy. Didn't pitch at all in 2024, the year the Dodgers won the World Series. And he recently threw 44 pitches, like I said, in his simulated game. But tonight, Dave Roberts, after tonight's game against the Giants, said he is ready to pitch in a big league game. He just let us know. Those are the words from Dave Roberts. It doesn't sound like what is, of course, from the article from Sports Illustrated, who just wrote an article just a few minutes ago on this, about 20 minutes ago. It doesn't sound like Ohtani will be fully stretched out as a starter just yet, but remember, he is in a special circumstance. It's unclear what kind of pitch limit Ohtani will have, but he's unlikely to throw too deep into Monday's game, which is exactly what I was saying, because Ohtani hasn't had a full start in anywhere, right? I mean, he hasn't had a rehab game, which is the big story, I think. Ohtani hasn't had a rehab start, right? Every other starting pitcher returning from a major injury takes a minor league rehab assignment, sometimes making starts in lower levels for up to a month, right? Especially when you're out for a couple years, like Dustin May and Tony Gonsolin, a couple guys that are, Gonsolin's on the IL again, but Dustin May, who was a starter tonight for the Dodgers, had a lot of rehab starts before he took the mound for the Dodgers this year, right? It wasn't like the Dodgers just threw him out there. With Ohtani, the Dodgers, of course, need his bat. He's playing every day. He's not going anywhere, right? The Dodgers don't want to send him to AAA because they know if they send him to AAA, he's going to have to miss games with the Dodgers, right? And that was out of the question from day one. The Dodgers don't want Ohtani missing games. And, this is what makes this story so interesting and this topic so interesting, because we debated about this last week with myself and Brad J on the Monday morning show, and on Thursday too, we were talking about this. Why did the Dodgers, what are the Dodgers going to do with Ohtani starting? Are they going to give him a day off before, a day off after? Well, they didn't give him a day off today, right? I mean, Ohtani had his regular workload as a designated hitter tonight against the Giants, right? Just a regular day at the office for Ohtani. Nobody in the media, nobody with the Dodgers gave any hint that Ohtani was going to be pitching tomorrow. This was obviously kept under wraps until after today's win against the Giants. I mean, had the Dodgers given Ohtani a day off tonight, we kind of would have, expected or kind of assumed that Ohtani was going to get the ball tomorrow. But they didn't even do that. They played Ohtani as normal, just like any other day, throwing everybody off with this announcement. So this kind of confirms that the Dodgers are probably not going to give Ohtani any days off, even when he starts pitching, once a week, right? Once he starts getting into that groove of pitching once a week, the normal, 80, 90 pitches, and I really think it's going to take a while for us to see that. We're just going to see Ohtani go 40, 50 pitches probably tomorrow. I really don't think we're going to see Ohtani go very deep in this game like the sources are saying. I mean, I just can't see it. I mean, I don't know what everybody thinks out there, but I just cannot see the Dodgers, risking a injury with Ohtani, because it's one thing is pitching in a simulated game to live hitters, and another thing is pitching in a real game, right? That's a big difference. This is a real game. And that's why I'm a bit, concerned. I mean, I talked about this before. I really think the Dodgers should have waited a bit more, right? I mean, at least till after the All-Star break and just give Ohtani at least maybe one. I know they didn't want to do it, but I would have done it. I would have given Ohtani at least one rehab start. He might have to miss a couple games. There's plenty of series. Let's say you're playing a team like, a team that's not very good. You could give Ohtani that series off and send him to Oklahoma City for a start. And then, get him ready for the major leagues. Not giving him any starts at all just seems a bit, drastic. It's a bit risky. It's a bit, we don't know. I mean, the Dodgers are desperate. I mean, it's obvious. The Dodgers are extremely desperate right now when it comes to pitching. They're down to Kershaw and Yamamoto because, let's be honest, Dustin May is not really a guy they're going to depend on when all these guys come back. Look at what Dustin May did tonight against the Giants. Once again, struggled. He has struggled in every start. His last 3 starts have been all struggles for Dustin May, right? He's a pitcher that was out for 2 years. It's a pitcher that the Dodgers are not going to be able to rely upon very much longer, it seems, because he's just not pitching at a major league level. I mean, he looks right now like a pitcher that was out for 2 years, right? And is not the same anymore. He doesn't have the same velocity. He never hits 100 like before. And it's just not the same Dustin May before his injury 2 years ago. It's the same for Tony Gonsolin, who's currently on the IL. The Dodgers are not able to depend on Tony Gonsolin right now either. So they're down to just Clayton Kershaw and Yoshinobu Yamamoto, who has not looked good either. Look at what he did on Friday. Did not look good at all. I mean, is Yamamoto hurt? I mean, I think some people out there, at least myself, I'm starting to wonder, is Yoshinobu Yamamoto starting to feel some soreness? Because he doesn't look like the same pitcher as last 2 starts. And really, they're just down to Clayton Kershaw. And we don't know how long that's going to last, right? He looked great on Saturday, had his best start of the season. But to be, realistic, I really don't think Kershaw's going to make it the whole year without having any sort of injury. I mean, I'd be really surprised. So really, the Dodgers are extremely desperate right now, and that's why they're going to Ohtani on June 16th in a shocking turn of events. As always, make sure to subscribe, and let's go Dodgers. Woo!